Well, hello there, welcome back to another Pokemon Master video. And yeah, today, doing something a little bit fun. 4-year anniversary is upon us. And I decided to start a new Pokemon Master account. Oh my goodness, why? I don't recommend you starting a second account of any gacha game, because it's a huge time commitment. And I mean, that's how gacha games trap you. They make you waste time, and playing multiple gacha games and having multiple accounts is just, yeah, you just start wasting all the time and it gets really stressful. So I don't recommend it, but because it was 4th anniversary, I just wanted to see what you can get in 4-year anniversary. Like what can a new account expect if you start right now? And obviously it's a bit of, I don't want to say biased, but it's a bit unrealistic, because like I actually know how to play the game, and I think I can play it pretty decently. And so, you know, I might go further than most people when they start an account. Or I will probably go, yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'll be able to go further than like an actual brand new player. But as you can see here, the loading screen is fantastic. I don't remember this being the intro to the normal game, because we're getting like the Cynthia, Steven, Lance theme, which is one of my favorite themes in this game. But like, I don't think this is how, like, when I started the game back when it launched, I don't think this is what the game looked like when you first entered. And yeah, that's another thing. I just want to see the loading screen. By the way, this loading is just fantastic. If you're wondering, I'm not playing on iPhone 12. iPhone 12 mini is what I do my normal Pokemon Master videos. But for this alt, I kind of also want to play it not on my phone, because then I have to log off and stuff. So I'm playing it on an iPad Mini 4. And if you don't know, the iPad Mini 4, I had to search it up. It came out in 2015. I'm recording this in 2023, so that's 8 years ago. So I'm playing this on an iPad 8 years ago, and it still runs. I mean, you saw that loading screen. That loading screen was it was a fat one. But as you can see here, like, it still runs pretty decently. When you're in game, it runs decently. Loading obviously takes a while, as you can imagine, but like, these battles, they're pretty doable. Even at triple speed, even at maximum like gameplay speed, it's still very doable. And again, because I have experience playing the game, so I kind of like know the sequencing and all that stuff. But it's pretty not terrible. It's pretty not terrible. But anyways, yeah, again, I just wanted to start this account, see how far I can get 1st year anniversary. I probably will start, it'll be a mini series. Like, this mini series is gonna probably consist of like a video or two every week for the first month after anniversary. Basically until the next data mine releases. The next data mine is probably the end of September. So yeah, I'll probably be making a few videos, seeing how far I can get in 1 month. Usually anniversary, there's a lot of stuff going on. They give you a lot of currency. And while we might not get that much currency, because yeah, I think currency for anniversary isn't like super poppin'. We get a bunch of free stuff, so we get like a lot of free rolls, like the 100 free rolls and stuff. And this is a new feature, by the way. When we first started the game before, we didn't get to customize our character. So customization of characters, I don't know when this was added. Was this added after 3rd year anniversary or after 2nd year anniversary? We're not sure. But yeah, I get to actually customize my character. You saw here, I customized my character, and honestly at the end of it, I don't really like it. I went for brown hair bob cut. The thing is, the bob cut in this game, I don't think looks that good. I find it a bit too poofy. But hey, I mean, I also wish there was a way you can remove the hat, because I would try to remove my hat, but yeah. But yeah, customization of characters, like, yeah, that's the feature right there. What name are we getting? Kuichi. That's also the name for my Genshin alt. Again, guys, don't have a bunch of alts. You're just gonna be wasting time. Gosh, I mean, it's nice to have an alt, so you can like test stuff, because on your main account you can roll for a character. But if there's a character that you don't know if you want to roll for, then you can try that on an alt account. which is why I actually have a Genshin alt account. I was able to roll a few characters on that alt account, and it ended up really liking a certain character in my Genshin alt account that I rolled for pretty aggressively on my main account. So it's a nice way to test it, but keep in mind, it's a huge waste of time. You're gonna be wasting a lot of time here, but finally, yeah, it also Blue, I don't know if he introduced us in the first time we played, but he's introducing us here. So we entered again, loading screen, guys. This iPad 8 years old, alright? So just please excuse the loading. I'm sorry. It's pretty bad. No, it's pretty bad. I think this intro was the same as the one we got when the game first started. So I don't think there's anything new there. But I've forgotten a lot. Again, it's been literally 4 years. It's been literally 4 years since I first began my journey in this game. I should check how much days I've logged in on my main account as of today. I'm recording this a few days after the beginning of Pokemon Master Anniversary, 4th year anniversary. Oh, I don't think I have my phone on me here. Oh, where's my phone? It's not anywhere close by. So I can't check how many days I've logged in. I think I've logged in probably, I mean, again, 4 years anniversary. I probably logged in like maybe 1,300 days, something like that.
I wish you luck.
So yeah, I've been playing this game for a while. Huh? This is my first time making a second. I honestly wanted to make a second account like probably much earlier than this. Probably during 3rd year anniversary would have been a good time too, because 3rd year anniversary, getting Ash and Pikachu, or even getting Red and Thunderbolt Pikachu would have been those characters could carry your account. But this year we got Red and Neo Champion Red with Articuno, which is actually the character I've been rolling for, as you're gonna see later. Again, I think there's nothing different from this intro, so we're just going through it. For this series, I don't really want to capture too much of the story. I want to capture like certain progresses or certain important milestones that I'm achieving in the game, and kind of like what days those are appearing on. But yeah, I'm not gonna really be recording story or anything. I don't even record story on my main account, honestly. It's just not something that I do for Pokemon Master videos. But like recording story is like a huge emphasis in what I do in my Genshin videos and stuff like that.
That's me, Misty.
Here we're getting Misty. Misty still holds up pretty decently today. I think she in the beginning she wasn't very good, but honestly I feel like she got a buff because of like sync grids and stuff. Sync grids weren't added in the game yet, so I think she's pretty usable.
Nobody can beat me.
Brock is honestly pretty terrible. Brock has potions, which is nice, but he's pretty terrible. He's pretty terrible. Brock was never good to begin with, and he's not good now. Misty is decent, but yeah, I don't really use Misty, because at the start of the game, the thing is, these characters are 3 stars, and you can easily get 5-star support characters in this game. And so you have to upgrade to 3 stars pretty aggressively using tickets, like power-up tickets. And those power-up tickets are not easy to get at the beginning of the game. So you might as well just skip all 3 stars and 4 stars, in my opinion. Go straight to the 5 stars. And then this is new. I think we meet Professor, is it Belis? We meet her pretty early on. But here she's giving us an egg. Like, well, spoiler alert, she gives us an egg. Does she give it now? Yeah, she gives it now. And again, eggs were not introduced when this game first came out. I feel like eggs were introduced between was eggs introduced before 1st year anniversary? I think so. I think eggs were introduced. I know eggs were introduced for sure before 2nd year anniversary, but I don't know if it's before 1st year anniversary. Again, I probably should have did research on some of this stuff, like the timings. But yeah, we're getting eggs. So egg Pokemons honestly are not good at all. If anything, egg Pokemons, strangely enough, even though egg Pokemons are like incredibly terrible, they're actually really good for endgame content. They're terrible, but they're good for endgame content because it's extra sync pairs. Extra characters is good for endgame content. When I say endgame content, I mean Legendary Gauntlet specifically. Egg Pokemons are extremely good in Legendary Gauntlet if you want to push super far. So funny enough, yeah, egg Pokemon's not good unless you're in the very, 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 very late endgame. So I got a Charmander. Wait, did I get a Charmander? I don't even remember. But I got a Charmander right there, and Yeah, here I'm changing my settings because there's a few settings you need to change. I'm keeping English voice acting. The first thing, display quality low. And then text speed 3. I have to restart my game after this, so you're gonna see me cut to another scene. But like yeah, I think lowering the quality is super important because yeah, I mean, even though the game looks a bit worse, lowering quality makes it so that it runs faster. And again, I'm playing on an 8-year-old iOS device. And so having it run a little bit faster is definitely important. And I think that if you're playing on a device that's released before 2020, I feel like you kind of do want to lower your video settings. And it's Pokemon Masters. Like, the graphics to begin with aren't like incredibly fantastic. So lowering the graphics is definitely not even that impactful on the gaming experience, to be honest. But we're starting the first story here, and yeah, all the story content is the same. However, they didn't massively change rewards because I noticed that you get a bunch of skip tickets and stuff like that. And skip tickets were not in the game when it first came out. Skip tickets, I remembered coming out before first year anniversary. I remember it was like skip tickets came out before anniversary by like a month, and I'm pretty sure I made like a whole video about it too. Or I made a video around that time talking about like the month before the first year anniversary. Don't even remember what I talked about in those videos, but I think I may have talked about stamina and stuff. But we have Cynthia here. Cynthia was...
Come on, I don't have all day.
I think Cynthia was released around Christmas time. Christmas time, 2019, I think. 2019 Christmas time. And yeah. So she wasn't in the game to begin with. I think last year anniversary, you could have gotten Cynthia for free. I think there was like a selection of 5-star that you can get for free. But currently, I don't think you can get Cynthia for free for 4th year anniversary. But yeah, apparently your Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle Egg gets charged when you do story. That's very interesting. I don't remember that. I thought it was time based. But yeah, I got the Charmander because in my main account I got Bulbasaur. And guys, I'm gonna give you a short story about my Bulbasaur, that my first Bulbasaur Eggmon that I got in my main account. I accidentally transferred him. Oh my gosh, I'm so crushed. Because that Bulbasaur doesn't have Rain Dance, and so for like Legendary Gauntlet or something, I like switch out that Bulbasaur for like, I switched out that Squirtle for like a shiny Squirtle that knows Rain Dance. And then I accidentally transferred my very first Squirtle. Like, I transferred him. I didn't even know you can transfer him, but I transferred, like, the Squirtle. I keep saying Bulbasaur, I mean Squirtle. I transferred the Squirtle, and for some reason, I got, like, a bunch of items back. Like, I got a bunch of, like, cakes and a bunch of, like, level up manuals. And I'm like, wait a minute, why did I get all this stuff by transferring a Pokemon? And then I realized, oh, wait. That means I probably transferred my own Eggmon that I invested in, because if you invest levels and cakes, and it's different, right? So I checked all the Bulbasaurs that I checked all the Squirtles I had, and I realized that my very first Squirtle that you get from the egg, I transferred. It's so sad. I literally wrote a message, like a feedback for customer support. You know, I didn't really ask for my Squirtle back. I just said I accidentally transferred my Squirtle, and I'm so sad. Like, I literally left support back for whom I'm so sad that I transferred my Squirtle. But anyways, hopefully I'm not gonna transfer this Charmander. I named him, I don't know, usually, actually yeah, egg starters, they could be 50% male, 50% female. So I don't know, I'm just used to calling them he, because normally starters, when you pick up a starter, it's like a 75% chance male, 25% female. Normally in like the normal video main games. So anyways, I named the Charmander Annie for anniversary, right? I always refer to anniversary units as Annie. So like Annie N, Annie, Lily. The problem with that is that even though we're at 4th year anniversary, the new units aren't actually anniversary units. It's very strange. There are Neo Champion units. So very similar to the Marnie and Serena, you know? So it's very strange. But anyways, yeah. It's weird because calling them Annie is not exactly their proper title. So you shouldn't call them Annie, or I shouldn't call them Annie. And also Signa Suit Leaf, Signa Suit Blue, and Signa Suit Red. Well, I guess Signa Suit Red didn't come out during first year Annie, but it came out a It came out before first year anniversary. Those units can technically be called anniversary because they also came out during anniversary. However, okay, it's just naming specifics. We finished some story here, and then yeah, it just I went through the first story just for you guys to see in this first video, just to see it. But like I've been skipping story. I mean, I've been skipping story, dude. I don't remember anything that happened here. It's been 4 years. It's been 4 years since I played the main story, so a lot of it I've forgotten. But I do need to catch up on the villain arc on my main account. I might make a little bit of a video about catching up on the villain arc, cause yeah, the villain arc I've been slacking on. I've only done Kanto. I've done Johto, I think. Wait, did I do Johto? I may have not done Johto. I've done Kanto, which is the first one, and then I've done Sinnoh, which is the second one. But I haven't done the rest, so I need to do that because you need to do that to get the. There's a certain achievement that you need to do to currently, like there's a limited time achievement. My game just flickered right there. Did you guys notice that my game flickered? Very strange. I've also noticed some graphical glitches. It's weird because I mean, you're not gonna see this video, but for Neo Champion Red, which is the new unit, there's like graphical glitches when I sync with him. You'll see that if you watch my like Champion Stadium videos. I'll make some Champion Stadium videos once I have the Kanto Trio, which I've been trying to roll for. I'll make some Champion Stadium videos, and for some reason, Red like has graphical glitches too. It's like purple. It's like the purple graphical glitch, if you know what I'm talking about. But we're just going through story here. Yeah, I don't know. Just trying to stretch for things to say, but I don't really know what else to say here. I guess Challenge Rosa. Yeah, I don't know. This was another thing that was added, but then quickly removed. I don't know if Challenge Rosa would have required stamina, but when they added stamina into the game, when I mean stamina, I mean like stamina as in like, oh my gosh, but when the game first came out, you could do battles infinite amount of times. And so, oh my gosh, my phone battery just got annihilated when playing Pokemon Masters because I would just constantly be doing. I remember very vividly just constantly pressing the battle button. Oh, the battle again button also wasn't even added when the game first began. Oh my gosh, so you actually had to go through all the menus. But as I was saying is battles, you can used to do them infinite amount of times, and then they added stamina. The problem was, they added stamina in not only the training area, but they added stamina in the main story. And so main story was stamina locked. Like, you could only do a certain amount of battles. I'm not exactly sure which battles were stamina locked, because again, I've already completed the story when stamina came out. And so it wasn't a big deal for me, but I know if you just started the game, and then some of these battles were stamina locked. This Challenge of Rosa, I'm not sure if it was stamina locked, but again, that feature quickly got removed. I don't exactly remember when it got removed, but I'm sure there was a lot of player feedback that, yeah, stamina on story is garbage. Stamina on training, I understand. Honestly, when stamina was first added, I think I was a bit skeptical of it. I didn't like it, but after playing with stamina now for like over 30 years, yeah, stamina's fine. Stamina's fine because you can easily upgrade the stuff you want. I mean, yeah, like I just started on my account and I can't just sit there and grind everything. However, skip tickets, you couldn't have skip tickets without stamina, and so it's nice. Well, I guess you still could have skip tickets without stamina, but the introduction of skip tickets definitely helped out with the introduction of stamina. Here we're getting Rosa.
Nice to meet you. My name's Rosa. I hope we can be friends.
And Rosa is super good because Rosa is a 5-star unit, and so she's getting decently premium stats. And honestly, she has pretty good special defense and HP. So yeah, then I had to restart my game here because I needed to download additional stuff. It didn't take long to download, actually, surprisingly. I guess when I was doing the whole blue intro thing, that it was downloading at the same time. But anyways, my egg was ready to hatch, so here's my egg hatching. But what was I saying? Rosa, yeah, Rosa's good. Rosa is actually super good, and I'll actually be using her for a decent while here. toward the beginning because I really like Rosa. She does need evolution, and so I evolved her day 2. Oh, here's where I nicknamed my Charmander Annie. But Rosa's good. Yeah, Rosa. There was also events at the beginning of the game where you can get extra copies of characters. So Rosa right now, there was an event where you can get another copy of Rosa, and so you're gonna have 2 out of 5 copies of Rosa. And that's important because you need extra copies for sync grid, most importantly sync grid. Also, having extra copies of a character makes them do a tiny bit of extra damage, which is relevant. You know, it is relevant to actually roll 5 out of 5 copies if you have like a super favorite character, just because technically they do a little bit more damage. But for the most part, it's the only reason you want extra copies of a character is for sync grid expansions. And of course, sync grids were not added at the beginning of the game. So, it's, yeah. But here, we actually get our first experience of rolling. And again, this is a new feature. I mean, this whole rolling menu was completely different beforehand because you know, there wasn't ticket scouts, there wasn't purchase bundles, there wasn't gear, upgrade gear, or trading gear. But for sync pair scout here, we get a free blue. Yeah, blue, if you didn't know, was the first gacha character in Pokemon Masters. I was gonna say Pokemon Master EX, but technically it wasn't called Pokemon Master EX when Blue came out. In Pokemon Masters, Blue was the first gacha character that came out. I think he came out maybe 2 or 3 weeks into the game, maybe even a month into the game. He didn't really come out. He wasn't immediately out when the game came out. He came out a few weeks later, I think, if I remember correctly. I don't know how many weeks later.
Hey, I'm Blue.
But we're getting Blue right off the bat here in your new account. I don't know if we changed English voice actors, guys. Honestly, I think it is a different English voice actor, right? If you didn't know, Blue's original English voice actor, I think he died from cancer. I think it's like colon cancer or something. It's pretty tragic, and so they had to change his voice actor, I think. And they changed it to somebody else. I think it's the same voice actor as like Malfumi from the Rising of the Sword Hero, because Blue's original voice actor was also voice acting that same guy, but then it was replaced by a different guy, and I think that different guy is what's voicing Blue currently. But anyways, I think it's different. But we get login bonuses because yes, and then we get this Rosa login bonus, which is new because we didn't get that right off the bat. Because again, sync grids. Or honestly, Rosa tickets, that wasn't even sync grid. That's what you call it? That's 6-star. EX came out during first year anniversary. I remember that. First year anniversary, we got introduced to 6 stars. And then, yep, bunch of bundles and so. And yeah, there's limited time banners when you first start the game, which feature Signature Red, Signature Blue, and Signature Leaf. And I will not be rolling for that banner. Even though those characters are really good, I'm not going to be rolling for those characters. And here's my account. We can see that, yeah, the daily missions have been updated for 4th year anniversary. And then this is the important one, because I think that gives you a free Rayhan / Marnie / N, depending on what you want. But you need to complete it, and I think completing it requires me completing hard mode Champion Stadium, which is going to be a bit difficult on a new account. However, you know, it is what it is. And then, yeah, I don't know. I rolled a lot. I think for the rest of this video, I'll just probably be rolling. But yeah, speaking of Blue, like I was talking about Blue, you get a free Blue before you get a free Milk Tank. I'm not sure when they added the free Blue. I think it was like before 3rd year anniversary they added Blue. Again, I'm not exactly sure the time frame there, but you get a free Blue. And yeah, Blue is great at the beginning of the game. I've actually been using Blue as my main DPS because, I mean, obviously he's been power crept. I mean, there's a bunch of other units that are really good nowadays, but Blue is still decent, especially if you have 1 or 2. If you get 2 or 3 copies of him, I mean, his sync grid is super good at 2 or 3 copies. So if you manage to get extra copies at the beginning of the game here, you're really rocking with Blue. And again, yeah, Blue was added into the game, and so you didn't have him for free when you first started the game. So having him for free, like experiencing the Blue experience at the start of the game is super like He's super good. He's super good. Well, I just collected some gems from the present box. We also get some BP. We also get some BP tickets, and I'm not exactly sure who I want to exchange for. The 4-star one, I might exchange for a support character. But the 5-star one, okay, I'll be honest. Even on my main account, even on my main Pokemon Masters account, I have 8 of those 5-star tickets, and I haven't spent any of them. These guys right here, the Donna, the Nita, the Evelyn. I haven't exchanged for a single one of them on my main account, so I don't even know how they work in my main account. But I don't know. I think I was leaning towards Reggie Ice, because I will be rolling for blue. I will be rolling for Anniversary Blue on my main account. Oh, I'm sorry, on my alt account, and I do think I can manage to pity him, because I haven't got a spoiler alert. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have spoiled it, but yeah, I didn't get blue. I didn't get blue. And at the time of recording this, I still don't have blue. Neo Champion Blue on my alt account. So yeah, because of that, I think I might be leaning toward Donna, because Donna's a new character, and also she has ice. She has like ice flag bearer or something, which is nice. Oh, see, that's a special banner that you don't get currently, but if you get it at the new account, you do. We also get some, the 100 scouts. I think they're starting to do this every anniversary. I think they did it last anniversary. I'm not sure if they did it second year anniversary. But 100 free pulls is super nice, just because as a new account, you know, getting characters, getting 5-star characters, getting a bunch of 3-star characters so you can start getting power up tickets is super important. And the rates on this triple feature Pokemon Fair Scout is 1.5%, which is pretty good. So you get like a 4.5% of getting any of these characters per roll, which is pretty decent. Like if you do probably 2 or 3 multis, you should be able to get one of them. And any of them are good. However, do keep in mind that if you're starting a new account, if you only want one of those characters, you can easily get one of those characters by doing story, because they've added a new thing. It's not new now, but they added a thing in Champion Stadium where you just do a series of story. Basically stories teaching you how to play the game well, which I recently played, and I think it does a decent job there. But you get a free copy of Red, 1 free copy of any of those 3 characters. I'm not exactly sure who I want to choose out of those 3, because I did do it. In my opinion, Red is obviously, or Signature Red is obviously a good damage dealer, but I will be rolling for Neo Champion Red, which is arguably a better damage dealer. And then I also have the option of Signature Blue, which probably the character I'll choose because I need a good support character. Probably not gonna choose Signature Leaf. But look at here, I'm rolling 3 and 4 stars, and I'm getting them. Here you go. You would get Whitney before they give you the free or the free blue. You usually get Whitney, and this is my first gacha 5-star, Berg.
Oh, hello! I'm Berg. I love creating works of art that showcase the beauty of bug-type Pokemon.
And honestly, Berg is alright. I think Berg is better than the other bug guy, which is, what's his name again? Your boy, Guzma. Yeah, Berg is decent because he's a bug type striker, and he's better than Guzma, so I don't mind getting him here. But yeah, not the best, not the best. But just looking at all these characters, honestly, they're not bad. Like Liza and Marley that we just got. Like, yeah, if you get their sync grids, because you'll easily be able to max out their sync grids. Sync orbs might be a problem, but in terms of maxing out, 35 copies, it's not bad. And honestly, these characters with sync grids are pretty good. There we go, our second copy of Mina. Right there, we got Nessa. And honestly, I'll be honest, I don't think Nessa's good. I don't think Nessa good. Berg is at least decent because he's one of the few bug type strikers you'll have in the game. But Nessa, yeah, I don't like Nessa. I don't think she's that good, to be honest. So it kind of sucks that I got Nessa. Cause spoiler alert, I do get a better water type in the rolls later, which you'll see. You probably know which character I'm talking about if you play the game.
Time to get to work.
We're getting Clay. Wow. And then, yeah, if you notice,
I am Winona, a gym
these
leader.
characters can
I am known as
evolve.
the bird
Like,
Pokemon user
Clay's
that soars
frog
out
right
the
there can
world.
evolve. So, there's a lot of things that I need to do. But I probably, on this alt account,
Work hard and be
I probably
strong as a
won't be
rock-type
upgrading
Pokemon.
a lot of characters. On my main account, everything's maxed out essentially. Everything is like super maxed out. But on this alt account, because I'm kind of limited on resources, again, I play my main account for like over 1,000 days, so I have a lot of resources. But on my alt account, I have like
My
nothing.
name is Marshall.
And
Elite
so
Four
like
member and
all these
master
characters
of
that you see here
I will achieve true
are
strength.
honestly they're just not worth upgrading. There's just always better options in my opinion. Like
My name is Kahili.
like Kahili, like why would I ever upgrade her when I just got blue? You know, or blue and Pidgeot is just infinitely better than Kahili. And the fighting types, like yeah, why would I ever upgrade those characters if I have a 5-star fighting type? Which again, spoiler alert, I do get. I don't know if I get this video, but I do get another video. You'll see, I get another 5-star fighting type. And again, if you've played the game, you probably know which character I'm talking about. So those are my roles for Neo Blue. I was unable to get him, unfortunately. And yeah, I'm probably gonna have to pity him. I've rolled a lot on my banner already, and honestly, if I play enough today, I can probably pity him today. But yeah, not this video. But yeah, we get our 100 sync pair pulls here. These are pretty good because while you might not be getting 5-star, I do get a 5-star here. Well, I got baited. I'm getting new characters, not 5-star. While 5-stars are pretty important, these are just really good at getting your 3-star power-up tickets. 3-star power-up tickets are really good early game because you can upgrade good characters. One of the best characters
My name's Cheryl.
in this game that you can upgrade as a 3-star is Swanna. Skyla and Swanna are a very good unit because they are really good at healing, and they have a cheat move, and they can raise your speed, which means that you can attack more. And so Swanna and Skyla is definitely like one of the best units in this game. One of the best free units in this game from the story. But she only appears at 3-star, and so you do need to have a lot of tickets to upgrade her. And the best ways to get tickets is rolling. And so just rolling a lot, the 100 characters helps, as well as just rolling normal banners. But you do need those tickets because you get a lot of copies, and once you get like over 5 copies of a character, you start getting those tickets. And again, those tickets are super important to upgrading your Swanna. I'm trying to think of any other 3-star characters that would be good to upgrade.
My dream is to become friends with Pokemon all over the world. Nice to meet you.
But here we get May and Mudkip. May and Mudkip is an excellent water type unit in general. I think she's really good at support because she has Rain Dance, but she's also really good at damage. She's also really good at damage. So yeah, I mean, why would I ever upgrade Nessa when I have May? Sydney's not very good. Sydney's not really good. Oh well. I would have rather prefer a Karen or something. This Galar banner, by the way, oh my gosh, I wanted what's her name, Sonya, so bad because Sonya's so good. She would be so good. Even though she doesn't raise crit because I don't have her 3-5 copies, so she can't raise crit. Just that being able to raise attack and defense and potions are super good early game. Melanie is interesting because she does raise crit, but she just doesn't raise a max. So it's kind of bad. And I think that's basically it for pulling. I think after this clip, I think my game crashed. So my game is about to crash. I'm about to jump to menus, and yeah, menu jumping is one of the easiest ways to crash in this game. On an older device, I should say. On a newer device, you're not gonna really crash if you jump menus. But I noticed loading menus are often the main reason of crashing, especially when I played this game on iPhone 6. When I played this game on iPhone 6, is this iPad the same age as the iPhone 6 I used to play Pokemon Masters on? Might be. But yeah, you can see these menus just take forever to load. And yeah, okay, so here's a very important thing. On any new account, if you're playing on an old device, immediately whenever you go to the decks, you need to set filters. I set a 5-star filter, which is dumb because there's still a lot of 5 stars. But going in this menu can easily crash your game on an older device. And so the best way to counter that is to set filters so that the game needs to load less 5 stars. And when the game loads less 5 stars, there's less likelihood of your game crashing. Like literally, Pokemon Master was unplayable on my iPhone 6. Like it's just literally unplayable if I looked at all my sync pairs. Even on my iPhone 12, if I look at all the sync pairs, the game takes a while to load. I mean, so the first thing, if you're playing on an older device, the first thing you do is when you go to the upgrade menu in the Dex menu, just honestly, the Dex, I was lucky to be able to open it on this iPad. I don't recommend you ever touching that Dex button because that literally could just crash your game. But yeah, and especially the upgrade menu can also crash your game too. If you have a lot of upgraded characters that shine, which again is a new thing they added, because usually before, every sync pair used to be the color of their type. So Melanie would be a light blue here, Rosa would be green, blue would be the pale blue that you see there. But then they changed it, I think before first year anniversary, they changed like the whole what the characters look like. So they look their star color. So 5 stars are gold, 6 stars are like shiny, and then 4 stars are like a silver. But there you go, I just put a menu there, I'm sorry, I just put a filter there. Because again, filters are super important on any old device. You need to set filters so that it lessens the amount of sync pairs that you load. So there you go, I put a fire filter, or I put a fire. But I can also put 5 stars. I don't have that much 5 stars. But yeah, that's something super important that you need to take note of if you're playing on an older device. Even on a newer device, I would still suggest you put filters on so that you load less sync pairs, so that your game doesn't overheat. But I think real soon here my game crashes. We unlock champion. You see, you get a claimable Signal Suit red, leaf, or blue, depending on what you do. And here's interesting: you can actually play the villain arc before you finish the main story, which is a bit strange. Because spoiler alert, the events of the villain arc take place after the Pokemon Master League arc, so it's weird that you can play them at the same time. But yeah, I definitely recommend you do the. Obviously, I recommend you do the main story first. That being said, though, you do actually need to do the villain arc currently because there are current events that are limited time events that require you to do the villain arc. So very important that you actually grind both out. But the reason why you want to grind the main Pokemon Master League arc out is so that you can do you can unlock stuff. Like you can't unlock Champion Stadium if you haven't done it yet. You can't unlock Battle Villa and Legendary Arena if you haven't done it yet either. But here we have the training area. Yeah, there's a lot. Training area used to not look like this. Training area used to be a lot different. But here you go. I crashed and I went in and actually bought the $1 for 1,000 page gems. Usually, I remember last year anniversary we got the same deal. Maybe even like 3.5 anniversary we got the deal. But every so often there's a deal of $1 US dollar for 1,000 page gems, and that is easily the best deal in the game. Even the $1 for 300 page gems is a good deal. So having $1 for 1,000 page gems is super good. And so yeah, I'm a dirty whale. Yeah, on my alt account, I'm already whipping out the credit card and spending the big money, 100 cents. Yep, I spent 100 cents on this game already on my alt account. So yeah, I'm a dirty whale on my alt account. What can I say? So yeah, my alt account, I think it's pretty decent to have a few page gems. Because currently there's a banner going on that's like 10 page gems for a multi that guarantees a 5-star, which is super good on a new account. But yeah, I think Pokemon Master Day as well. Pokemon Master Day, you can spend a bunch of page gems to get a roll that guarantees a 5-star as well. So yeah, just having a few page gems on my main account that I'm not gonna spend on, a few page gems on alt account. I'm not gonna spend on normal banners. I'm probably just gonna spend those on like special deals. And also just to support the game, $1. I mean, just to support devs, you know. Keep food on their plate. $1 isn't that bad, right? But here we got Courtney, which is good, and then we got Signal Suit Elisa, which is also super good. Courtney is gonna be a decent ground damage dealer, because honestly we don't really get many good damage dealers for ground type. Signal Suit Elisa is pretty decent because she is able to raise accuracy if you need that. Some characters cannot raise accuracy without their sync grid, and so having a character that can reliably raise accuracy is not bad. And also raise special attack too. We also get, I was gonna say Classic Elisa, but technically, there is technically a Classic Elisa. So we got, I guess, a black and white 2 Elisa, who's not bad. But yeah, at 1 copy, she's pretty terrible. At 1 copy, she's pretty terrible because, again, she really needs synchro tiles to make her so that she doesn't, like, kill herself. Because she, like, absolutely kills herself if you don't have synchro tiles. But she's not bad. As an electric type damage dealer, she's not bad. She's actually one of the first characters that came out in the game too. Black and white to Elisa. So yeah, she's decent but not good. And yeah, sometimes I'm rolling and I get a new character and it loads hecka long. And like, mate, it's only Chantel and it loads that long. Like, oh my goodness. And then we get Sabrina. I think it's Sabrina here, yeah. So she's super good. Sabrina is, again, she's another character that can raise accuracy, and she can fully raise crit. She can fully raise crit rate, which makes her incredibly valuable if you need somebody to raise crit rate. And so yeah, that has been my team so far. I thought this was Hilbert. Oh my gosh, I got so excited. I'm like, oh, I got Hilbert, yes.
Hey there.
And then I remember Hilbert's not really good if you don't have the method copies. So it doesn't really matter if I got Hilbert. Nate is not good, because why would I ever use Nate when I have Blue? Even though Nate was released a lot later than Blue, I think Blue is still better. And here, I go back and we're rolling for Neo Champion Blue again. I think the video is almost about to end here. And at this point, I've been playing the account for a decent amount of time. And then we also get freaking Hugh again. Oh man. Nate and Hugh, I know people really wanted them because it took a long time for them to get released, especially with Rosa, Hilda, and Hilbert being released so early on. But man, Nate and Hugh are just not good, huh? But I think this is the last multi. Again, I've been playing the game for a while at this point. I think I will display some of my character levels. Because yeah, as I was mentioning, Sabrina is super good. And yeah, I have been using Sabrina. Have been using Rosa, like I mentioned, and I have been using Blue. I've been focused on upgrading those characters because, yeah, I think those characters are good early game. If you didn't get Sabrina, yeah, anything that raises crit rate is good. Doesn't need to be Sabrina, it could be, I'm not sure what other characters raise crit rate. But like even Melanie would have been decent. Melanie, Rosa, and Blue. Here you got Melanie at the beginning here. But yeah, again, I've been playing this account for a little bit. You see, I'm already player level 18. If player rank 18, if you saw. And here's my, yeah, I've upgraded Blue over level 100. Again, day 1, I'm able to get Blue, Sabrina, and Rosa all over level 100. That's pretty good for day 1, in my opinion. Because again, you need to do certain battles and stuff. But anyway, the video is about to end. I'm just showing my bag and my progress day 1. See, I already have a bunch of upgraded items and stuff like that. But yeah, essentially, thank you so much for watching. I think there's going to be a little bit of a fun series that I do at the beginning here. I'm not going to show too much of this alt account because, again, I have a main account that I can be making videos for. But yeah, just a little bit of a fun series. But thank you for watching, and next time, the first week, I guess.